Well, hello everyone, this is comrade-Sirius and welcome to episode 69. Today we'll be doing a lot of tracks and track works and, well, mostly track planning, as we did some of it in Czech version. But you can guess how many people are in this train, and if you take a look at it, yeah, there's absolutely no one. And there's a good reason for it, why there is no one, and the reason is there is no workspace in the vicinity, because the only place where people can actually work is this fire station, and they are just now running out. And because, you know, the train had no workplaces, you know, in the vicinity, people from the train simply didn't board the train. That's what happened. No need to, like, you know, say anything else. It's just how it works. Which, by the way, is something I can actually do something about, as this is our reconstruction office, but also it's... these guys should have a crane, and yeah, in Vysočany Museum Republic. Okay, that thing is... that thing actually has, you know... Yep, that thing has, it's a reconstruction, but they can utilize a crane, which is interesting. So let's buy, you know, at least, you know, Tatra V3S, no problem. Yeah, one more, so they have it. By the way, let's assign these guys to, you know, slowly do these, what is it, a depot? Yeah, that's a depot, so that's fine. And I will also, like, you know, say, send 5, allow 5 workers here. Hopefully it will be okay. But I'm glad that didn't happen before, because this thing has been burning. Usually one of those transformers, probably this one, because it has 7% on fire. But there were fire crew, so they were running around. But you can take a look at one thing, and that's, we got a new, it's a dirt road, but it's a new road. And its whole purpose is, you know, to transport vehicles. And yeah, these guys are really slow, this tunnel is S65, but they are going to this depot. This is a depot, others are, you know, free construction offices, because you can have, it used to be 7 of them, now it's, I think, like 15. Yeah, 15, so more than double. That's really fine, and thank you, Free Division, for such gifts. The plan is simply to, you know, terraform, go through here, probably cut through the hill, then, you know, fill in some embankment in the area, and then, you know, send trains forward around Michle, probably up the hill a little, and then, you know, do all of this. But we will need machinery, and as long as they can, you know, reach like 1800 meters, that's why I made like 700, 730, and they are here. The same is happening from the other side. This is the Svija outpost, and again, 2 excavators are already there, 2 bulldozers needing for, you know, because you have divided works for some reason, but smoothing terrain and flattening, you need bulldozers, which are coming from raising and lowering, you need bulldozers. But if you need, you know, for example, you know, these things, those are done with bulldozers. So yeah, kind of, but you need both, so that's what we are doing. Otherwise, not too much did happen in the Czech episode. You can see that in the meantime they have finished some stuff around, but it's mostly stuff that you would expect, you know, you would expect them to finish, but it's nothing way too crucial. And there has been some questions around, you know, the thing I erected here, so I will try to answer it. By the way, this thing is done. This thing can get constructed as well, with support supplying fuel. Yeah, Krasno. Okay, you can come here and stop going here. Thank you. And this is a place I designed as a water unloading, loading, unloading, 2 pipes, and connected, you know, to a water tower. If you would like to see connections, yeah, it's what this is out, this is in, like You would guess that probably even without my input, but yeah, that's what happens here, and I don't know if it will work, but hey, it probably will. Also, we got first few ashes done, you know, ash yards done, which is fine, and but we got a distribution office that has no waste truck. It's not needed probably right now, so hopefully it will be okay. But we probably can invite one, because it would be fine. Some waste truck. Yeah, a normal one. Skoda is definitely the cheaper one from the big one. Cheapest one, well, the mass is faster, but we are in Czech Republic, so we'll use a Skoda. Wow, this one is looking rusty when it's bought, so yeah, that's fine. Although, yeah, this is something we can absolutely do. And you know, you guys can absolutely go here, and yeah, you cannot send workers here because there's what? There's no fire truck. That's something definitely that could be solved. This is an 18 level. It probably should be enough. And what is the smallest one? This one? A level 10? Sure, come in. Which gently brings us to the idea that we probably should have, you know, we can absolutely just, you know, dump all of this. Or, you know, just do it, you know, remove this. Separation plant is important. Hazmat burner is important. No, we can just remove everything. And just let them be, because they will not walk through here. And yeah, that's all. That's all I care about. So yeah, let them roam freely. That's the idea. By the way, gravel recycling is not needed, but plastic is definitely needed. Do we have something for it? We have an open truck, and yeah, they are set to, you know, load anything from here and go to customs, which is not the thing anymore. Please go there and unload only construction waste, aluminum, and maybe the plastic waste, not the other waste that will come in, because otherwise they would be able to just, you know, come in and pick stuff from here, and I don't want the truck to do it. What I would like, you know, for the truck to do, and I need to set it when it comes, is, you know, to pick here and do all that stuff, but not now. So we'll wait a little. Low loyalty, yeah, we're working on it, no problem. If you take a look at the road, we got about 500 work days, which will take a while, because this roller is level 8, which means it does 8 work days per calendar day. It will be a while, but it's still less than 100 days, so it will be, when winter comes, it will be done, so that feels okay. I don't know how we feel about it, but I feel about it very positively. Also, yeah, this is a guy, yeah, they can transport 5 workers there. We basically started, you know, modernizing 4 trolleybuses, all of this. Once this will be done, they will let me know. And then they have, you know, these small pieces as well. And, you know, the same stuff on the other side. Here is a crane, which is it's impressive. You know what? Let's do it first, because why not? This needs a roller, so yeah, do it. Because once it's done, I will just, you know, continue building all that stuff, and therefore we would be able to connect our trolleybuses to, you know, to the network, to the customs house, and actually buy trolleybuses. That's what I wanted to say. What I wanted to tell, because this is trolleybus depot, but currently you cannot do it because no connection exists. So that's what we will fix. Fine. There are some stuff that need our attention. There are some, you know, stuff that happened around here. To be fair, what are you doing here? Stop delivering stuff to these houses. Guys, please. Yeah, that was not in the plan, right? But well, okay. We got a trolley bus here. We got, you know, these nicely paved trolley bus tracks. This is an asphalt one. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to plan a trolley bus road. Because the only vehicles we actually own on this site are those, you know, excavators and stuff that came to Svija. So that's what we can start using. But I'm not planning on moving them back. Well, I'm not saying at all, but definitely not in, you know, recent time. So what we'll have is we will modernize all this road as a trolley bus. We will keep these old roads around, so it will, you know, so it might help us in the future. And just a small philosophy about things. This is a church. We will want to, you know, deliver tourists to church. Buses can use trolley bus stops. That's not a problem. Buses can use even tram stops. That's not also a problem. The only problem is, you know, trams versus trolley buses, roads, connections, and stuff like that. So yeah, be aware of that. You can do crossroads, but you cannot do the other stuff. So that's about it. To be fair, once this arch will be done, this will be probably reconnected, you know, to fit more, and we need to connect this thing and so on. There will be probably another, you know, road crossing around, but the level 1, but well, it will take a while. There will be also probably a connection to the main road coming from customs, and so on and so on. A lot of stuff that can be done, that might be done. It will be done after this thing is done. That's the simple solution. Here we have another trolley bus stop. So this will be another, you know, trolley bus road. And then we have this, you know, end station. This is a trolley bus end station. Because in the future we will want to do, you know, rail loading, and there will be also probably some bauxite processing, I think, because if I take a look at this, and by the way, we probably do not have a bauxite unloading. I don't think we'll need it though, but we may do, you know, just brute export, but yeah, we have an unloading station here, but that is supposed for coal, because these things need coal, if I remember. Is it so? Yeah, it needs coal. So this is for a coal storage, and this is a bauxite storage, but we have only, you know, export of bauxite, like excess bauxite. We cannot, for some reason, we cannot import bauxite via train. We would be if we would have either two storages or, you know, some other connections, but those connections are very, very silly, so I'm not going to tap into it. Yeah, it's a pity. But there's no way I'm able to, you know, just do it, so probably we will probably not have it. We probably will not be able to just, you know, do the stuff, so yeah, that's it. To be fair, we might be able to... We technically will be able to do it, because there are some, you know, pylons and so on. They are all out. These ones are in, which, you know, the ash yard is not very well connected. But it feels like that there is a way to, you know, connect. Yeah, we would be able to connect these guys together. So if there will be an absolute need, I can connect this guy and work. And, you know, have something like a branch line, or, you know, have a conveyor maybe, you know, next to these highway bridges, and yeah, it would feel silly, but it would definitely work. So yeah, if need be, we can probably think of something. I'm not sure we will ever need it. That's the main message here. But if there will be some, we might be able to do it. That's all. Good. Problem solved. Probably something can be done. Well, these are just, you know, a high. This needs to be a splitter. Well, it reminds me of, you know, it's a raw bauxite though. Let's do it. You know what? Let's do the thing that I will... Yeah, it's not constructed. I was like, why is it shouting at me? But let's build this as a 3-in-1. You can even rotate it, right? Though that's not what I needed, honestly. Because if I would need to, I now can, you know, just make a bridge. Because this is, you know, super easy to go around. And we can have a track that will go, you know, to here. And that would be very simple to do, because I would be counting on it coming from either side. And I would be basically able to just, you know, instead of this signal, have a, you know, side branch coming out. And it would need probably an opposite switch therefore, but not too big of a problem. And just, you know, having tracks running on the bridge, going through here and to the valley as a simple unloading. Yeah, it would work. And to be fair, it could be coming, you know, across the bridge, but coming back through the area and around. That's what we are going to build. So, yeah, we have these options, and I'm glad I noticed this. Now go back to you know, to bigger problems that we have. One of them is this. There's no food. There's no food because there's no way of, you know, supplying this stuff only via distribution office. Because we simply do not have that many trucks and that fast trucks into this distribution office. There are simply 1, 2, 3 our trucks. Yeah. This guy has only loaded 80 tons. Where are they loading? Well, 800 kilos. It is loading in this station, in this cargo station, and there is almost, you know, a lot of waiting trucks, but there's absolutely zero food most of the time. And this supply is also running a bit dry. So what we'll absolutely need to do is increase number of workers working in this area. And yeah, that's not a good... I'm not sure this will be enough. I hope it will. We can go to nice rounded up 110. And we can absolutely hope that this will fix stuff in the long run. But we can absolutely do another fix, and that consists of, you know, a cargo truck. This is meat, this is bus, this is some old fuel. We do not need an old fuel. So, bring me here in a covered hull, the big capacity. Okay, this is 6.3 tons, this is 5.6. This goes 60, this goes 60. This is basically what I've been told. These guys are former... I don't know if you know this. I don't know if you know it, but we had selling points. Like, you know, a driving shop. Like, there was a shop that would come to your village like once or twice per week. Usually like once. And they would be, you know, just selling more rare stuff and less needed stuff. And it was quite common in villages in Czechoslovakia. So, not anymore, because now you have, you know, Vietnamese evening shops everywhere, but not at that time. So, this is the bus that used to serve as that. By the way, this goes 60, this goes 60, this goes 62, but carries only 5.1 tons. So, 6.3, 5.6. What I'm going to do is I'm going to buy the biggest truck available. Because what's the point of not doing it? And can you just please leave, Mr. Yeah, thank you very much. Now, the truck will do the most simplest thing imaginable. It will go to the exact loading station. It will wait until it's loaded. And it will drive all the way. This is interesting. It will drive all the way to here. And it will wait until unloaded there. Now I have two trucks which wait until unloaded, but one of them is food. So it shouldn't be that big of a problem. Hopefully it will help us. And what is this? This is a locomotive. Why can't you get repaired? Which reminds me of, there's a lot of such locomotives. Why aren't you repaired? Because I was building you the depot down here for the exact situation that trams would be able to go there. There are no road signs preventing this. So there are just, you know, no buses, but trams are not buses and they are not in the direction. This is important. Can I, you know, take this tram? I know there are people. Can I send it here? Yeah, it was a very funny turn, but yeah. Because the way this should work is that trams are, you know, I am an idiot, right? For some reason, I did uncheck this stuff. Okay, you guys, you man, go home. Because yes, this service is about to, you know, to service trams. Don't do it. Because trams cannot enter here. They can go out, but they would be able to enter only when there will be electrified rail and a connection for them to go there. It is not there. Fuck. That's what I would call another mistake, right? It's obviously now it's working like a charm. There's no issue. And there will be probably more trams coming. I feel like such an idiot, like. Yeah, this is the one I was doing. Like, look, and yeah, that's another one going to the service. Hopefully they will find it on their way. Like, now you can please go. Ah, fucking hell. Okay, move. And this is a bad idea because when serviced, where is Nicholas? Nicholas is this one. And then they go to here and they cannot turn around. So there is a change needed. Because they go here. And I need to get these two spots in front of it. Yeah, the end station. So what I will do is that I will put the end station. That's this one. No, it's not this one. Yeah, this is not this one. Okay. That complicates stuff a little bit. Fuck. Yeah, this is the one. Okay, so let's do it. It's simple. This is the end station. This is... Yeah, I know, but I need to put it here. Fuck. Okay, now it's there. Now it's this station, and now I need... yeah, now I need the actual plot. So that's fine. You're not going here. We are going... You're going here. This thing gets erased. And now I need to, erase these four. And I have obviously just noticed that I'm doing it just for the tram, which is not great. Can I just expand the window? Fuck, I can't. It's not a good thing. So, that's all. No, this one as well. Because, yeah, that's the locomotive works and then the end station. Fine. Can you open? Can you open this tram? Yeah, we can. Okay, can I just assign it? No, I need to change it in the line. So I will change it in the line. And then I'll get you. Because, yeah, I need to do it the proper way. And good thing you can expand this thing, so that's okay. Fine. I changed it, and now an Armageddon will happen because, or may happen, because trams will try to turn around, or it may happen to them. So we'll see. But yeah, they should get repaired when 20%. Now it's 64, so definitely not ideal. But they should be coming here. Yeah, you can see they are coming. They are coming, really often, so that's fine. Hopefully it will work. If not, then, well, not. It's that simple. Yeah, people are very unhappy because... yeah, they cannot get food. Because it's, going in rows. Yeah, Imex came, it delivered 6.5 tons of food, and then, like, everyone, yay, food, and they just stormed the building. Not great. Let's put it this way, not great. And basically before another truck comes, it will do, the same. It will have the same problem again, and then again, and then again. Yeah, this is what I've been talking about. You are at, now you go to next station, please. Can you do that for me? Yes, you can. Fine. Move. What about you? Where are you trying to get? Yeah. You're trying to get to a different station. So, yeah, that's the problem. And now you can see the storm. We need to have a lot of food, so this is not happening. Changing line like this is not a great idea. It's always worth it to have the, the end station at the top. So, and I will need to do this same thing again. Like for basically everyone. So that's what I will do for these guys, because otherwise they will get lost. Okay, it's probably done, so that's fine. I can start on another part of the bridge. That's going up. For some reason it's fine. Hopefully I did code every tram. Are there any problems on the other side? There doesn't seem to be any problems. Well, this bit didn't change technically because they were all, they were all having those stops. The problem is when you remove, something from the back or, add something to the front, it changes order of those stops. So Yeah. That's about it. Now, last time we planned, you know, this double track, and you can see it's already happening with concrete rails. What I did in the meantime was do a few things. One of them is this road. That's what we did in Czech. There is also, you can see it. There's, you know, a future cableway running through the area. Now you can see that they are, you know, working on it. It's pretty simple because they have it very close up, so that's fine for them. And yeah, that's what they work on. I did add another bridge and, you know, left here those concrete rails. Well, not left, but added this as a concrete rail. Again, signaling is the same as before. The second one, you know, is planned. Well, cannot assign it like this. Okay, medium priority. Can you start from this side? You probably can. Should you? Not sure about it, but yeah, do it. This will be a, you know, high priority, and you will get eventually here. So let me know when this is done. Shall I assign it? I absolutely should. Where is it? Here. Do we have people? We have prefabs. We have everything. So yeah, come here and work. You are needed. We got, you know, few roads unfinished. One of them is the road to the hotel. It's funny because we will absolutely need some way for, you know, workers to access here, but I have no idea how to do it. How to, you know, get that many workers. That's what I don't know how to do it. I know how to build things, but I don't know how to force people to work here. So yeah, we'll keep it like this for a while, because that's apparently the only thing that we can do anyway. So yeah, for one, you can start doing stuff. We have also, you know, local offices that work here. We also have, and you can see it in the upper part of the screen, we have, you know, planned the rest of the tram for this side. Yes, trams will continue over to the old city, but, you know, for now, this is a spot for all those storages and so on. And we are currently building all of this. Which brings me to a neat idea that these guys are, you know, they are not that needed. Can we just maybe asphalt this bit? It's like we should be able to do it. So number 3 is asphalt road. We can absolutely asphalt one of these bits as well. So for one, and you can probably work on it. And we have the tunnel done. That's absolutely crazy. Yeah, for one, please do this as a, you know, slightly higher priority. It's just a gravel road. It's not that big, that highly needed. Though to be fair, this one can get as, but it's not needed. It's not needed as asphalt. So it will not be an asphalt. This one will be, because that will be a main road, but the others not. We are slowly getting towards, you know, construction of all of this. 4 you can probably build this thing. There's a gravel, well, future gravel road. This will be a gravel road as well. This connection is funny, that's not done yet, and yeah, I completely forgot that. Okay, sorry, I know you need me. We are building a lot of stuff again. Like, that's not too big of a surprise, but yeah. Shit happens. Well, hey, at least it's, you know, semi-working. So we will be able to connect stuff in quite short time, it looks like. So we in fact, we can start, or we would be able to start, you know, with stuff like some of these. So we will have mines. That's fine, and also, you know, this thing can get done. Obviously, they cannot use the tunnel now because I blocked it, but they will be able to go through. So these guys are now working on it. It's May, so it shouldn't be that big of an issue. This is what? Yeah, this is a technical service, but it's not happening. This is just some stuff. Okay, stop working on small and unimportant stuff. I told you, and I promised, and it's already half an hour, you know, ago, that we are going to do, you know, some infrastructure works. And that's what we are going to do, because there are many parts that we want to connect, and one of them is rails to Prešovice. So this is where we are going to do, and we basically are planning to connect it with, you know, these guys. I don't know how far we can reach. Probably, yeah, somewhere. It's somewhere here, okay? On the, you know, Mikla part. That's absolutely fine. I'm okay with it. There's not a problem. Though, to be fair, I do not want to go down here because that's a lower plan. That's a lowland, and we need to, you know, afterwards we need to get up and just, you know, go over these hills. So what we are going to get is we are going to go through this area, down, then across. This is, you know, where you can see it's like 32 meters. That's the area down here. And we want to get back up again to 60 meters. So that's the, you know, de facto axis we want to get to. Okay. So yeah, this is the spot we can reach. Up here we are on 40 meters, so I will use this as a template, but I know that we need to go, you know, up here. So that's fine. If we measure it, this is 45, this is 35. So that's definitely fine. It's like, you know, 39, it's even better. So this is the area that we will try to, you know, reach with our rails. So let's start working backwards. No, not backwards, but let's just, you know, mark the path we want to go. You can do it, you know, with renew soil. It doesn't demolish anything. But what we want to have is, you know, have a connection and go, you know, towards here. Do I want for our tracks to connect somewhere else? Like, you know, forward to Žižkov area. We might need or want to, you know, have it done, but I don't see a reason, because there is a cargo station and a personal station up here, so it doesn't feel like it's absolutely necessary. Now, where we want to go with this area down here is around, you know, 30 meters. You can see this is 30 meters again. This is 33, okay, but that's a little further away. Roads here are therefore on, you know, this lower level, and we can just simply mark them somehow, because this will be the corridor for roads to go, you know, through. What I want to have is I want to have a station that is, you know, up here. The station will be, you know, around, and tunnels are quite, I'm not saying boring, but because you are boring tunnels, but you know what I mean. So let's just do a, you know, side around road. No, you can just mark it this way, and this will be a plenty of, area for us to, go with bridge over. It's in 30 meters. You can get over roads with like, within 8 meters. So going like 39 is fine. Going 40 is better. Where can we find height of 40? It's this one. Can we grab it here? I think we can. And yes, the station building itself will be on, quite a high ground. Can we just, raise it a little faster with these guys? We can. So I will make a little podium up here. And once it's done, you'll see where we will go next with it. So this is where we are right now. We are at 40.02. Now I need to, level it up, which is, quite easy. So we are at the, the same level from all sides. So this is one side. This one will be probably a little, tidier. So we'll keep it as is. And now, well, I'll make it even wider here, because now we need to do a, station building. There is a good argument to be, to be articulated. By the way, this is 39 meters. So that's perfectly okay. And we probably will cut through here. And this is 39 as well. So we might actually just, run through with those tracks because we are above here. So yeah, come in and just, we can basically just cut through the whole thing. I'm not sure that the runway will take it, but it looks like it does. And it's much more comfortable than, any other option in the game, so I will happily take it. Yeah, it will be a big cutout into the hill, but it's, understandable and probably needed in the long run. Now, what I was starting with, we can have a station building, but it's probably better for, trucks and trains to go around the station instead of through it. Especially if it's, the main line. This is something like, yeah, this is, there's one track doing that. I will try something similar, and we can either take a look at stations here. Those are personal stations. So, metro tracks with entrance, that's kind of new one I downloaded, so that's fine. No, that's not a mod. That's an early start version of the metro. That's good. Probably not what I'm going to build here, because this will definitely not be a metro. So we have this free station. That's basically the thing that is up here in Danikov. Yeah, that's it. Then we have the bigger one, the 5 station. That's what we have in Vysočany, probably, if I remember. And there's nothing else. Then there are, these stops, but they are not basically, full stops. And then there are, also these platforms. Those are single platforms, and it would be interesting to have, stations that do this in the long run, but I don't feel like it. We will take a mod, and I don't know how it's called. Nádraží in Czech? No. Železniční nádraží, so jet. That's the letter you probably do not have in your language. No, it will be a station, right? It will be a station, obviously. Just a station. So now you'll need to, find it, just go away. We have few stations from, mods. There, I know there are 2 pages, but some of those are, elevated bus and elevated train and so on. This is an interesting concept, by the way. It almost feels like something I would like to do here. Like, have the station up here. It really feels like something that is present in the location. And I'm really tempted to actually place this here, but, well, not now, not here. But I'm really glad I have it, and you can probably take a look at it in the future. There's, you know, like 2 stations, small station from Polish railways, you know, low platforms and so on. That's another thing we are going to do. Platform with buildings. These are honestly quite interesting. They are really, really cheap. I don't like it. I don't like it for using here. Yeah, these are some, you know, better looking buildings. The Dworzec pickup, that's from Polish. They cost simply concrete and steel. So I'm not sure we want it. And yeah, absolutely the author should, like, you know, try them. Terminus station. Ooh, that's an interesting one. I do not think we need it. Okay, this feels fine. This feels like something that would be built. You can see the decoration. You can see there are clocks outside. Wow, that's a good station. I really like it. So that's something we are going to place here. This is a, you know, like a perfect spot for, you know, for a coverage. So this is fine. I hope they are, well, they will be like a drive-through. So these are just platforms. Train station with 3 platforms, and yeah, this will be a, you know, a building with it. But Warszowice should not be too big of a station. So this one feels like a really good one. I'm glad I downloaded it because they feel okay. They feel great. I don't know who's the author, so if you are looking at it, you can absolutely tell me. And these are some massive buildings. But you can see there is like a red star. Wow. So many. You know what? Well, I was thinking about, you know, making them, you know, favorite. But there, you know, there's a Vauxhall station and so on. That's quite a lot of them, so we will definitely look at them in the, and we are slowly getting to the time where these are absolutely, you know, fitting. What we are going to do from now on, we are going to build main tracks as a wooden one, well, as a concrete one. So this is what we'll have, and yeah, this is a straight one, as straight as it gets. This is also a straight one. Yeah, it is. So, and now we are going to do a concrete rail that will go, you know, next to it the whole distance. That's 1, and that's 2. This is the main line. That's the main line we are going to, you know, be connecting to. If, and that's a big if we would need a cargo station, which we might need, because that's another city, and it will be, well, it will be probably one big city, you know, between all of this, so they might get supplied from here. But if we would need to have it, to be fair, you know what I will do? I will simply build here a standard, you know, cargo rail. Because why not? This is perfectly fitting here. I will probably build it, you know, loading station for trucks, because that feels okay. But this is the thing we'll have. And now, how to connect everything together. How long is the station? That's the most, you know, crucial part. No, come here. Move out. The station is long 135 meters. How long are going to be our trains? Well, how long are our trains going to be? That's correct wording probably here. I have no idea. Now, international expresses can get up to, you know, 400 meters long. So what I will make probably out of this is that those trains, there will be 3 bridges here. Because that feels natural and okay. Why is it turning? Why is it turning though? Okay. Come here. No azimuth. Yes. Yes, please. That's what we want. Now, we need bridges. It's definitely not going to be this one because that will not fit. Now I need a bridge that will accommodate roads. I would absolutely love to have, you know, something like this bridge, but, you know, it will not happen, so no luck here. Also, the reason why a bridge cannot be there might be probably due to there is a runway. And yeah, I understand that it probably would not be the best option to have a runway in such areas. So, you know what? Let's do it this way. If we would need to, you can have, you know, one road through here. We can have a second road next to it if there would be, you know, for example, trams. I do like using trams. And well, we'll see what it will do with our options. This is the bridge I still cannot build because it's quite deep. I can build the other one, though. And that's this one. The only problem is with the pillar. You can see it because it's just, you know, feels in a wrong place. Can we do the old one? Yeah, it's not wanting to. So what we are trying to do and what we will end up with is bridge like this, and you know, accepting the road that will go slightly sideways. It's not the end of the world. It's just what it will be. So that's for us. You can see that's the bridge. Azimuth 0, that's what I want to see. Yeah, they still, you know, work like this. Can we distinguish? We can. Though to be fair, this one is not the thing I want because... Yeah. Because what I want is, you know, to just come in and go through. Why you can't do it? Stop blocking me. Yep, sure. Now it's fine. Now we need a second road. It will be this one. Yep. It will just, you know, connect with this one afterwards. But we need some, you know, some connection. And now when I will build this, yeah, it will do exactly what I need. This is, you know, a bridge for, you know, that will go to the station. We will change this so it's not blocking stuff. And now we are going to do, you know, a slightly... We'll do a straight line. That's what we have here. And we'll simply just, you know, go from the bridge and we'll do a little longer switches so it's looking natural when international trains will be coming to our station. So that's what we'll have. Can we have an opposite one? We can probably. Because we will need it when we will, you know, when we will want to go to this spot. Well, I'm thinking about two things. Yeah, this is 40 meters. That's fine. This is also, it will be like, you know, a smaller smaller stuff. What I love to do is if you combine wooden and concrete tracks. You can connect them like this. Nobody will notice anything. But you will see the station looking like it basically would have been in times of, modernization of only, the main tracks. With big trains that we have right now, I don't think it's very reasonable if it's just a single track. That wouldn't be done, basically. So that's why I'm not doing it. But we'll do the stuff here. So let me connect the rest of those tracks. F4 is not present, so yeah, that's what we need. So yeah, side one, yeah, sure, and then join in. Perfect stuff. So this is one station side. This will be a one-way semaphore on the bridge, so trains do actually take the right route. Yeah, that's the right. And we'll go from here to the other side. What I thought is this is, very simple. So the train will follow the terrain a little bit, like, around here, and we will basically cut through the hill without, any big problems. You can see that by using a normal standard road, it's, it takes a little while, and the biggest problem is obviously that it's not cutting it, fully. So you then need to make it wide enough, to serve two tracks. So that's what I'm doing right now. And yeah, this is the end of our journey. So that's fine. Again, concrete tracks. And which one is the main ones? These are the main ones. So can we just, go through here? We can. Now we will turn around and just, follow through. Yeah, it feels okay. We will obviously change the terrain around a little bit because that's what happens most of the time. But yeah, this is okay. One track and a second track. Now we obviously need to connect all of this. So again, only a little longer rails. And then we simply connect all rails into this one. So F4. So it's, so it basically stops making problems. Absolutely worth it. So that's, yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4 rails. Then we need a switch to the other side. 59 meters is perfect. And if we would need, we can then, we need something like this on the other side. But we need a long enough track. So it's this one. And you know what? Sure, let's connect it. Let's connect it to this spot. Maybe not have it so sidelined. Yep, one, and well, just connect it this way. Signaling pretty easy all the time. We can absolutely start doing it like we do, and then, well, for construction, there's not much difference in it between construction and actual operation. The only thing that will change afterwards is how those things are, well, the mainline operations. So yeah, 1, 2, 3, 4. That's what we have. this is going through. I will keep this as a one junction because otherwise it will start making problems. I will split it afterwards, not now. Because, yeah, because reasons. Trains are kind of funny when they work like this. And now let's finish this fully, because now we need to do. Now we need to connect, these two stations together. And what we need, we are here at 65 meters. Down here we are at 40. We need to go 25 meters down. The distance is a little bit over a kilometer. Let's say 1250 meters, because yeah, it will just simply, go around, so not a problem. So, but we need to start climbing up. Probably a little right here, because there's no reason not to. To climb up, I'm doing 25 promille, which means 25 meters per 1,000 meters. That's the maximum we can do. So let's start doing it. Down here we are at 40 meters basically. That's the height. So after 400 meters, which is somewhere here, we can be 10 meters higher. There is 46. It's not a problem. 10 meters higher is 50. That's something like this. So we can absolutely just drag this in. And this is our friend, our airport friend. So yeah, you can basically just do the rotation and go in. Yeah, I don't feel any reason not to. It will be like an embankment, but yeah, it's absolutely worth it. So that's what we have. A little terrain work, and there we are. After this, we would be able to simply connect those tracks. I will just follow from what we have here. So, let's say we end it here. Now we need the same from the other side, from here. So we're at 50 meters. We need after 400 meters, which is, this is bad angle. So we are aiming down towards there. Oh, yeah, something like this. Not great, obviously. So 49. We need to get to 60. Because 50 and plus 10 is 60. So we need to cut a lot. It will not be a tunnel. It will be a, something like a deep cut. This is 64. By the way, we need 65. So we can do not 400, but 600 meters. And after those 600 meters, which will be somewhere, around here, we need to get to those 65. And we can absolutely do it. And we even, did fit to the right height. So this is the height of the station that we have. And this is the height that we are currently, going from. If there will, we need a space for switches, so this is, almost perfect. We can just, count with, some arch going in. So that's okay. And now we are basically, fully prepared. So let's just make it one nice area, because there's no reason not to. Good. And now we are here. And now what we need to do is we need to find a way for the runway to just, rotate here. And this is basically the angle we are going to fit in. Maybe too long. Because these are the main tracks, so they will go through here. And this is the angle they will maintain. And once we are here, you can see it's way too... Yeah, it's not. You can simply hold it and let the game cut it up for you. And once, you know, the cut is done, you can just come down and let it do its magic. And as you can see, the perfect railway cut is done. Now just, you know, remove this. Make a, you know, the smoothing tool and make it small enough so it's not, you know, taking all those walls back in. But you can see it's, you know, very wonky in the middle, so just a small cover, because otherwise the ride will be really bumpy, and that's definitely something we do not want to. And now we're here. What remains is to remove these rails. We need to, you know, connect some rails up here, up the cut as well, because that's a part, that's the important part. So it, you know, actually fits what we want. Fix the radius because that's needed, and you can see it nicely climbs throughout the hill. Where it doesn't climb is this area, because that's the space where the tracks, you know, where the parts of those runways were, you know, aligning with each other. So basically you can do something like this, and that should be enough. We can look from closer. Yeah, now it's okay. No more bumps. So our train rides, which we will absolutely do together, those train rides will be smooth. So these are the main tracks. We can absolutely keep them. Fuck off. Come in. Come in. It doesn't want to cooperate. Okay. How about this? And this. Yeah. See? Can be done. So, that's the part for us. Small recommendation, pick a fence. And just, you know, the thing that is closer to tracks, just make it, you know, make it fenced, because this will prevent you to throw the hill back onto it. And once those rails are built, it's simply, you know, irremovable. So, yeah, that's definitely something you want to avoid. Left shift, remove. This is okay. This feels fine. There shouldn't be any problem. But, you know, cutouts like this have a footpaths, or, you know, have stuff like that. The same thing probably, well, not probably, but the same thing is valid about, you know, these parts. There probably even will be real walkways, so that's another stuff. And the same can be said about, you know, this whole cutting. I don't think it's necessary. We might want to, you know, move it up or smoothen it, anything. I'm not sure about what to do. But yes, it's definitely something I would like to, you know, prevent. What we might need on this, to be fair, quite a long journey, is a way for trains to refuel. Like with real fuel, that's what I mean. What is okay to be done, and if we made such a big cutting, and I know that I'm way over, we might want to put in some, you know, refueling stations. It's good to have them all as outside tracks, so that's what I will have. And this will be one. We can make them mirrored. There's no reason to do it anywhere else. And, you know, just connect them onto the main track in the future. Not in the future, but, you know, plan them onto it. Well, it's basically like just, you know, just a switch. So these signals, these are, you know, long, they are far away, far enough away, so we'll basically have, you know, a connection going out like this. Same on the other side. F4, F4, because that's how it works the best. Have it, you know, aligned, and then just connect it. The same will happen on the other side. So, yeah, that's the whole magic. I hope you liked today's long episode, but we did construct some stuff together. I will need to connect, you know, this thing, because as you can see, there are many rails missing, and I will convert, you know, these small pieces into concrete rails. And to be fair, these guys are building wooden rails up to here, but I may tell them to just not do it in wood anymore and to redo them in concrete. Maybe just the main line, just the main one from, you know, this station. Yeah, that's what probably I will do. So let them, you know, just go through with the concrete rails. Yeah, that's what I will do. So, yeah, that's all. I will just finish now the stations, now, you know, the station part. And, well, that will be all for me for today. So, whoa. So, have a nice day, and, well, see you in the future. Bye-bye.